Hi. Hi. I interviewed an administrative assistant for a local small business. Deb had requested that I don't use the company's name. She's retired from them, and without their permission, she didn't feel comfortable with me using their name. Uh, she used many communication technologies from email, telephones, fax machines, and cell phones. For emails, they would email their distributors, their manufacturers, uh, inter-office communications. If you needed to get a hold of the boss and he wasn't in the office, they'd send him an email or whatnot. Uh, for phones, again, that would be for distributing, manufacturing, making orders. Most orders were done via email, however. She would They would also use the phones to call their service techs or delivery people who are on the roads. They would also use their telephones to communicate with their customers, and some customers preferred email, and so they used email. As far as persuasion goes, it wasn't really necessary in her job. However, when she did have to talk to customers or was trying to sell something to someone, she would be nice and kind and friendly and interested in them. So I guess in a way that is a persuasion tool to some extent. She also would have to talk to the manufacturers and distributors and whoever else they ordered from at the time. So I'm sure there was some persuasion there too, but she couldn't think of any offhand. As far as presentations go, she didn't personally make any presentations. They did have meetings. They never used any tools such as PowerPoint or anything like that, but I'm sure it was some sort of a presentation. They would talk about sales and whatnot. When I did research online, however, some administrative assistants would be responsible for doing presentations, and so they would have to do uh, something with more than likely PowerPoint or another presentation program. I'm not completely familiar with most of them. And in those, they would be presenting, in that case, it would be probably products. If I remember right, small, it was a retail basically. They uh, did a lot of furniture and custom made furniture, so I'm sure they'd have pictures of their furniture and speak about their furniture. And uh, they also used social media and, I'm sorry, media. So for advertising and their communication technology, they would use uh, TV and the newspapers. TV would be more towards technology, along with the radio. There was quite a few radio ads. There still are. Uh, and so, yeah, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot about that one. Uh, for the TV, it was all local TV for the local town network. So it wasn't overly distributed. Again, small business, so there wasn't very many people to try to get it out to. She uh, seemed to really enjoy the job while she worked there, but due to family circumstances, she had to move on. Uh, so basically, as an administrative assistant, you need uh, communication technologies for communicating with your fellow workers, uh, suppliers, customers. The phone would be, again, the same. Suppliers, manufacturers, customers. They also would use a fax machine probably to confirm orders or send in orders. So, as an administrative assistant, you would need communication technology, powers of persuasion, and finally, presentation, because in maybe not the so conventional form they did present to. Thank you. Goodbye.